Okay, here's the data that you provided me, and you've got set one. I assume that's something that you collected, and set two, someone else collected, and then the third set down at the bottom. So one thing I did was I combined everything and I added a third field that has the set. So rather than having set one like this, I added one to every one of these. So you could see this is all set one, and there's a point where it switches to set two. The other thing I did is that we need to split out this 12M because that's two pieces of information. So to get the grade, let's do the easy one first. To get the gender, I used a function called right of this cell, and I just got the rightmost, the one character, so I either got an M or an F. And then on this one, it's a little bit more complicated. I used left of this, and I got the left 2, which sometimes gets a space, so you can use this clean function. So the clean function, the left function is nested in the clean function that gets rid of like characters like space bars and things like that. And then you have to turn it to a number if you want it as a number, so that's what I did. So that's how we took this and wrote a formula that generated this. And then there's the hours I put at the very end. And probably ought to do this. And I also show this as a table. So once I had the data formatted, I went and made it insert a table, and there's some value in that in terms of showing this. And there's filters that you get when you turn things into a table. So if you just want to show females, it'll shorten things up or not. So that's the data set. And again, you don't have to do all this. I'm just giving you some options. And then up at the top, I added things called slicers. So when I'm in a table, I can add a slicer. And a slicer is just a way to quickly slice the data, to cut the data to what you want. And I'm also got a histogram. So I highlighted this column, and I went under Insert, this statistical chart, and I grabbed a histogram, this one. You could have used this one also, that would have been fine. But a histogram is just a picture of frequency tables. It creates its bins for you and all that. And then this is just the average of this column. So look what happens if I just want to. So right now the average hours slept is 6.96. But if I just want to look at girls, it's a little bit more. If I want to look at guys, a little bit less. And I'm turning off the filter. You can see the histogram changes too. So with girls, it's interesting, even though they sleep a little bit more, you've got a whole bunch that are on this side and then a very small over there, where guys are a little bit more uniform. I don't know if that means anything, but there's some guys that sleep as little as 4 hours. Girls got 5, but then go low as 4. And if you want to look by grade, 9th graders sleep 7.83, sophomore 7.38, juniors. So it looks like the older you get, the less hours you sleep, just looking at this number. And then just based on who collected data, there's probably nothing to this, but there you go. Now you don't have to use any of this. I just wanted to give you a quick way to analyze data and to be able to build histograms and things. We'll talk about it more when I get home.